Hi there, my name's Julie. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I am going to be doing love reading tonight. I'm going to be doing fire signs. My channel's new, and so I'm running a little bit behind, and I am going to be putting all of the fire signs together for the reading. And starting next week, I will be doing individual readings for the different signs. So fire signs, you have Leo, you have Aries, and you have Sagittarius. Gotta love those Leos. Actually, all the fire signs, very confident usually. Usually entertainers and like to be in the limelight a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start out. One, I want to say that tarot is for me, a practice. And what I give you for a reading is nothing that's set in stone. Only you make decisions for yourself. Tarot does not make decisions for you. If my reading gives you guidance, if it gives you direction, then I am absolutely delighted that that has happened. If this resonates for you, I hope that you will hit the like button and subscribe, and even leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate for you, then it might not be your message, and I'll catch you next time, okay? So I'm here in Maine, and it is absolutely freezing. I don't know what it's like where you are, but we are very cold. Let's get the hat, the sweatshirt covered in dog fur. If you hear any weird noises in the background, I have 3 dogs and 2 Chihuahuas and 1 Pomeranian mix, so they can be a little bit of a handful. Okay, so I'm going to start out with 3 cards. Actually, you know what? 4 cards fell out, so that we're going to go for it, okay? These are messages from your person, okay? Maybe you're not talking, or you haven't been expressing yourselves. So there's things that need to be said that haven't been said, so these messages are going to be for that. Okay, so the first one, the 2 of Swords. And it says, meeting you has created a lot of conflict inside of me, challenging my lifetime beliefs about love and relationships, so I feel stuck. That's kind of harsh, don't you? That seems pretty harsh, doesn't it? Okay. Then we have the 6 of Wands. Every time we get past our arguments and get on the same page, I feel on top of the world, and I succeed in all I do. Okay. So this is sounding a little bit better. It seems like you have your problems, but when the 2 of you communicate and are on the same page, everything goes smoothly. So definitely communication is something that is probably, it's a lifelong skill that you need to learn. I struggle that myself. All right, and then we have the 5 of Cups. You trigger wounds from my past that I haven't let go of yet. I can't stop focusing on my mistakes and feeling regret. Okay, so you definitely have someone who's struggling with things from the past, and they, unfortunately, when someone's struggling with past trauma and pain, you're not the one who caused this pain for this person, and so it's really difficult to jump into a relationship where you're not sure if you're going to be blamed for something that somebody else did to your person. So just kind of be mindful of that, because just because you care about somebody doesn't mean that you have to stick with them through things that are draining you and not making you feel healthy. Okay, because you're important, okay? And then we got this extra one, the Lovers. Okay. The connection I have with you is so deep and profound on all possible levels: sexual, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual. Okay. So I try not to pull any punches here, but these messages are very they're varying, you know, in what they're saying. I kind of feel concerned, like maybe the connection that you have might be super super intense, but again, just, you know, be mindful, because you have someone who's being triggered by things from past experiences that they've had. They're feeling conflict inside because of the way that you make them feel, and yet at the same time they're like super attracted to you, and at times you share a really intense connection that feels good. So I don't know what's going on in your life, but I would keep in mind that there are two things going on with this person at the same time, and so, you know, be careful what you decide to do. Let me get a little bit more clarity on that, though. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I'm going to do 3 cards. All right, you give me some information, a little clarity on what is going on for my fire sign friends: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm going to get 3 cards, please. That one really wants to come out. All right, 3 cards, please. So let's get 2 more. And 1 more. All right. Okay. So you got the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the Justice card. I have to say, I have done 4 readings so far, and the Justice card has come out on 3 of them. So I feel like there's a lot of justice to be doled out in January. Maybe it's because 2024 was such a shitty year, right? Okay, so let's start with the 9 of Wands. So whether this is you or your person, I'm gonna just kind of read it, and you decide. You'll know where you are and where they are. Okay, so the 9 of Wands, you can see he's kind of grown all of these things around him, and it's almost like he's built a wall around him. Okay, and it's, you know, the card represents, you know, someone who works very hard, but it also, when you look at it, it's almost like a self-imposed prison. You know, they're blocking themselves off from the world, and maybe they're doing it in this pretense that this is work, you know, and they kind of keep that barrier there. So whether this is you or your person, there's that barrier there, and, you know, people can't get in. They can't get in to see you, to help you. You kind of like, yeah, I'm doing this all by myself. Okay. Then you have the 7 of Cups. So this card is full of cups. And every cup has something different in it. And, you know, when you look at it, you're like, oh, I could have whatever I want. But if you take a step back, there are good things and bad things in there. This card reminds you that when you're presented with something that looks fantastic and you're like, wow, this is great, you know, whatever I want, I can have. There are things that you might not want. Making a quick decision is, you know, might not be the best choice. So take a step back at this time. You know, if you're here and you're like building this wall around you to kind of keep yourself protected, and, you know, then all of a sudden you're presented with all of these options, and you're like, well, maybe maybe I'll take that and go with it. Take some time and decide what you really want before you make a decision. Okay, and then the Justice card. So Justice is exactly what it says. There is something coming in. Something's been done, and justice is coming in to correct the situation. So justice has a sword, has a scale. Justice knows the answers already. Okay, so they're just waiting to see what you're going to say. They're ready to cut down anybody who's not telling them the truth. They don't have time for it. They don't suffer that. Okay, so I would say that either there's something legal, that because it's also a card of like a lawsuit, divorce, legal battle, custody. I mean, maybe there's something really, really intense going on. Maybe you've put this wall up to protect yourself from this person who maybe is love bombing you and gaslighting you and keeping you, and maybe has hurt you in the past because they have such a connection with you, and you think, oh, this is it, this is the one. And it takes more than just that connection. You need to have all of it, and you need to have it all the time. You can't just have a really good physical relationship with somebody and then at the same time have them be triggered by it. Okay, so somehow down the line, justice is stepping in and going to make things right for you. Okay, but you need to be careful and make the right choice. So if you're debating, like, what do I do about this? If I take a step forward, am I gonna regret it? Justice is on your side. So if you want to call it karma's coming in for you. Okay, so if you've been treated badly, you're gonna see the universe step in and help you correct that situation. But let me get just a little bit more clarity on that. So I'm going to clarify each one of these cards. Okay, so we're going to start with the Nine of Wands. So let's get a little bit more clarity. The Nine of Wands for the fire signs. Oh, that one wants to come out. Oh, that one. They're kind of jumping out. And that one. Okay. So, for your Nine of Wands, you get the Tower, the Empress, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. So you're literally going from, it's kind of, okay, so you're going from this guy, the Nine of Swords, right? Here you are, you have this, the Tower represents everything's getting shaken up. Okay, something has happened, and it's like these two people, they're getting kicked out of the tower, they're landing on the ground, and as much of it of the destruction, and there could have been an argument, there could have been any kind of situation that just jolted you. Okay, jolted these two people, and now they're on the ground. So it looks scary. I mean, there's fire and shit, and there's lightning and all that. This card, though, is a card of ending something in order to rebuild it. Okay, so what you're rebuilding. So you have the Empress. So this is a divine feminine card. I mean, she's it's a card of fertility, very maternal, prosperity, and it's about being happy with your choices in your actions. Okay, and what is the action? You go from having this wall around you to you're taking it down. Okay, now a lot of times this card will represent somebody who is like, I'm going to do it all myself. Okay. And that's possible. You don't have to do everything all yourself. But what I see is you're done hiding behind this wall. Okay. And this wall is yours to take down. It is your decision to take this down. And I feel like you're coming into your power. I feel like whatever happened, whatever big event happened, you powered up. You didn't just, you were hiding, and then it's like this happened, and it's almost like you said, you know what? I'm better than this. And you powered up. You're the Empress, and you took down your wall. And you're ready to move forward. Okay? So let's clarify the Seven of Cups. And I should say, you know, good for you. I hope that, you know, if this resonates for you, you'll leave a comment for me in the comment box below. Okay. Oh, that's way too many. Way too many. Two more. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Oh, those two wanted to come out, so those are the ones. Okay. Oh, we love this. Okay. So the Seven of Cups is clarified with the Seven of Cups. So we're doubling down on this, okay? So, okay, you're taking your wall down. You're powering up. You've got Empress power going on your side. And by the way, I will remind you that the Empress, just because it is a female on here, doesn't necessarily mean that this is a female. You could be a male. It just represents the energy and it's like this glow up, okay? She's like, the divine feminine is like very nurturing, fertile, everything's in abundance, you know, it's like happy card, okay? So you get the Seven of Cups twice. So this is like a big reminder, okay, take a step back. Please take a step back. Look at everything that's being presented to you. I feel like, just kind of like pulling from the universe, I feel like there are a lot of people talking to you and giving you advice, offering you lots of things, okay? I mean, let's face it, you're a fire sign. You're very, you know, probably have a very magnetic personality. People want to be close to you. They want to talk to you. They might not always have the best intentions, though. So, you know, before you pick something here, before you accept something from somebody, really think about it and decide what you want, okay? If you don't want it, don't take it, just to have it, okay? And with the Six of Pentacles, it's kind of a similar message, really. I mean, he's got this abundance, this Six of Pentacles, and he's choosing to give to one person, but not to another. Okay? So, I mean, this could represent somebody in your life who's like, and you're like, you're over here like, what? Or it could be you. So, you know, the decision to give to somebody who's worthy or not, I mean, that's kind of like what this is here. And it's also, you know, because it's like, it's sharing your success. So who you share your success with, who people might want to take credit for your success. And there might be other people who are just there to support you. So, you know, keep that in mind. Support the people that are supporting you. And, you know, don't worry about this guy who's just trying to take credit for things that you do. And then the last card is the Strength card. So this is a Leo card. We got the lion, and you know, she's taming this lion. She's using strength, and it is exactly what it is. That's the strength is what it's going to take to keep moving forward. And you've got this, so don't worry about it. It's right there. Like you're glowing up. You've got the strength to move forward, okay, through this situation. All right, and then let's clarify the Justice card. I would say in this reading, most of you fire signs are probably struggling with a relationship, and you're either ending it, trying to end it, or have ended it. But you're having a few thoughts, regrets, disappointments, and just, again, kind of struggling to get through there. And I think with the Justice card, you might even be, maybe you're going through divorce or custody or, something like that. Oh, this is really funny. I love your cards are doubling, so it's kind of neat. Okay, one more card. Okay. So with the Justice card, you get the Justice card. Okay, so this card does represent Libra. So I mean, it's possible you're dealing with the Libra, like intense Libra energy there. But for me, what I'm seeing with everything else here, the universe is telling you that they have your back. Okay, if you need to step up and you need to have, that divine justice, that karma coming in and just bite somebody in the ass for you, so it's there. You're definitely going to see your just rewards coming through. Then you have the World, and I look at this as almost like a portal. It's like a doorway, or something that you can go through. This represents everything that you've worked for, as your dreams and things like that they're coming true. You just have to go through. Maybe one of your decisions is, where do you go? Where are you going to go? So make that decision and, take that chance. Go through there and come out on the other side. The last card is the Page of Swords. So pages usually bring in messages. So swords are usually thoughts. So, he's carrying a message of, a new beginning, like a new thought process, a new view on the world is coming to you. And, he also is, just like these two, reminding you to think before you take action. Okay? Because I feel like you might let your emotions get the best of you, and you might not feel like you're ever going to get that justice. But, I mean, look, twice it's come up for you, okay? Twice, these decisions that you have to make, there are a lot of things to decide on. So take your time. Take your time, and, where you're going to end up is this, awesome energy. You're going to just be like the best you can be, and once you come to the decision to move, it's going to work out for you, if you take your time and do what you really want. All right, so I'm going to close out your reading with some oracle cards. And these cards they are about the direction that your relationship is going in for this week. So this is the week of January 6th to the 11th. Again, if any of this resonates with you, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, The Waxing Moon Intuitive. There's a story behind that too, because I make candles. And I thought that was kind of it all kind of goes together. All right, so let's get 2 more cards from my fire signs. And those 2. Okay. All right, so the mirror. So mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. So I definitely feel like that does speak to that. Take some time, take a step back, decide what you really want before you make a decision. Look at your own reflection. Don't look to other people. They're going to want to give you stuff. That you have a lot of friends, you know, you're liked, but you know what you need. And doesn't that mirror look an awful lot like that? Okay. So the direction, where you're going, what you need, you know. Your reflection knows. Okay. Then we have shock. So sudden change, shocking news, surprise, and epiphany, and transformation. So I feel like you've probably gone through all of those things. And I think it probably will continue until this whole ordeal is over, because I do feel like you're going through an ordeal. So, you know, you might continue to hear things and go, holy shit, I wasn't aware of that. You know, take it in stride, and, you know, as things come to light, you know, deal with them and don't hold it all inside. You know? And then the butterfly. So this card says evolving and growth, new phase, healing your inner child, and releasing the past. So I think that's a great card to end your reading on, because I feel that that's the direction you're going. You know, you've got to take a little time, be in your cocoon, make some decisions, and when you come out, you know, you're going to come out on top. You're going to just, like you always do. I feel like that you're a person who always says, maybe this is like such a strange situation for you that it's throwing you off, because it's possible you haven't had to deal with something like this before. So, you know, I wish you well, and again, like, subscribe, and I'd love to hear comments in the comment box below if this resonates with you. And stay tuned. Next week I will be doing individual readings for all of the signs. Okay? Thank you very much, and have a good evening. Bye.